Hello, hello. Just doing my usual setup. Just give me something like a minute or so, and then I will be good to go on part number 3. Okay, let's see if I can just sign into the chat. Okay. Rightio. Okie dokie, let's get on with this. So, it should be the haunted... Is it Haunted Rock Bottom? I'm saying this like I played this game before. Well, one way to find out. Okie dokie. Right, let's get on with it.
What's going on? Where do I
What's the deal?
Oh,
get back to...
I say I hope I remembered it. I don't want to have to do this again.
Mr. Krabs? I was wondering why me pockets felt so light.
You carry your pet.
Of course, lad, and they were
Let's
here
see.
before we got back from this other world. Spongebob, those pennies are worth more than
That's quite funny. Savage, but funny. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything else from Mr. Krabs, to be honest with you.
Thank you, lad. You're the best employee a crab could wish for.
It's pretty standard at this
Tell
point.
Squidward to take notes.
And I will tell Squidward to take notes. That is a very good idea, Mr. Krabs. Okay. Right, so talk to Cassandra, which I'm guessing is around the other side of the chum bucket. I'm trying to remember. Menno Man, how's it going? How have you been? Good to see you in one of the streams again. It's been too long, my friend. Right, I cannot remember where Cassandra is. Which is... Oh yeah, I remember now. I have to use this catapult to get to her. I think. Yeah, this looks right.
I couldn't help but overhear you miss your little pet snail, Walter.
It's Gary.
Right.
Say it beat me to it.
Well, with this cosmic costume, you should be able to enter the portal he was sucked into.
I feel like this is very convenient, Cassandra. I wonder if you're the villain of this game.
Trouble.
Yeah, I've been good. I've been good, thanks. I've been working a lot. I finally got the PC up and running again. It cost me more money to get it going again than I care to admit, but we're all good now, so it's very appropriate that we're doing the Halloween theme level during October, I suppose. What have you been up to lately? I saw some of your content. It's been really good stuff. And I saw you recently hit 1,000, so congratulations on that.
Look at these creatures, Patrick. They're
Funny?
no scary.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my second guess.
No, this
That's
whole
quite funny.
place is frightening. It's cold, it's moist, and it smells
Oh.
like the dumpster behind the chum bucket.
That's horrible descriptions. Don't want to think about things being cold and moist in a SpongeBob game.
The remains of the
I mean,
very
any game, to be fair.
came through here. We have to hurry and find
That's quite a fun detail that the bus stop's just got boo written on it. That's a good throwback as well. I quite like the music of this level. It's very Tim Burton Batman, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It sounds like the music that would be playing in the Penguins Lair. Oh. Okay. Ah, nice. What other projects and stuff have you got lined up for at the minute? Oh. I don't know what happened then. Okay, well, I'll try to avoid that, I guess, going forward. Right, which way do I need to go? This way, apparently.
No! What was that thing?
A spooky sludge. A sludge. Well, maybe we can hide it.
Okay, how to evade Spooky J. Oh, I just crouch and... Okay. So we got stealth missions, I guess. Oh, I'm not a big fan of stealth stuff. I just find stealth stuff to be so boring. It's like me at work pretending I'm actually doing something, just hiding in a bush. I'd be more scared about a moving bush than anything else. Okay, well...
Great idea, and we'll win because they're not even seeking.
I guess it's got no hitbox if you're in a bush. How do I get out of it? Okay, there we go. Now, this feels more like Rehydrated than I think any level I've played so far. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Oh, okay. Hide behind boxes, press Y to jump out. As in, like, this?
More jelly.
I mean, I don't objectively think that was what I was meant to do whatsoever, but we move on. I'll take it. I've been looking most forward to the boss fight of this level.
Oh, what kind of monster would abandon a candy bar like that? All alone, half-eaten, without its wrapper?
Oh, we have to find Gary.
Are we sure that's chocolate? Oh, it is chocolate, no wonder.
Shouldn't we help this candy find a warm and safe place?
Yeah, I think we should.
Too bad I left my candy bar bag in my candy bar bag carrying bag.
Fun throwback.
Guess I have to put it in my mouth.
It makes me sad that there could be kids who are like 6 or 7 playing this game and not knowing that reference. That's the really depressing thing about this.
Calcium with a faint trace of protein
Oh,
and lots of love.
that's grim.
That's not ooze, that's slime. Gary's slime.
That doesn't make it any more appealing to me whatsoever.
He must be so scared. We gotta find him.
Speaking of slime, I'm getting a bit hungry.
Just follow this slime trail through the dark, scary.
Right, okay, so they freeze you. Okay, I thought it may just be a matter of I could just avoid
Careful, spot any spots.
them, just jump through them, but I don't think that's going to work somehow. What if I tried this way? Okay. This already feels slightly more promising to me.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Ooh, more jelly.
Okay, I wish it didn't buffer whenever I hit sort of like a cutscene or something. Can I do anything with this door? I feel like the shine implies I can do something. Bulls, didn't mean to do that. Hopefully it'll take me back up there. Come on game, be clever, put me back up there. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. So I had to do a shift in the city over from me today, which is fine, it just got quite busy. So apparently there's an Irish karate tournament happening in my neighbouring city. So I checked in half of Ireland into the hotel earlier on, which would have been fine, except I was on my own, which made it all the trickier. Oh, I forgot what button you have to press for that. Oh, that just takes me back up here, does it? Okay, well, I've got to go over there anyway. So yeah, it was just intense because I was on my own. Otherwise, if I had somebody else with me, the workload would not have been that bad. It just came down to the lone working aspect of it today, which was the challenge. But apart from that, it was absolutely solid. It went by quite quick, to be fair, as well. Like, I was really worried it was going to drag. I mean, the morning dragged. I did all the morning jobs, and then I was just watching videos on YouTube and BBC iPlayer and Prime and stuff. So that wasn't so good. But apart from that, it was absolutely fine. There we go. Oh, that's a fun reference as well. And that killed all of those. These things kind of strike me as a bit like the scared robots from the original Rock Bottom, just not as good.
Excuse me, have you
Is she toothpaste?
I'm afraid I have not. I'm in the middle of crucial organizing business for the Snail Cup. If you want to enter the race, you need to pay the participation fee of 5 candy bars.
Right, so I have to go find...
ready to get the amount of candy we need?
Take it from baby.
That awful slime left by that monster.
That made me laugh. There's only one way we can get this much candy. What? Steal it from babies. That's funny. Oh, I'm gonna have to trick or treat, aren't I? Oh, that's quite fun. Okay, I'm on board with this. Right. Do I get anything, or is that a dud? Is it you may get a treat, you may... Is it like a trick or treat, where you may get a trick, but you may get a treat? This is the problem with playing games for the first time on YouTube, like...
My friend said she saw the monster slow.
No, okay. Thanks, Fred. Okay.
Nervous around the monsters.
Same. I also get nervous around monsters. Especially as the monsters tend to just be ordinary people. Which is where the nervous element comes in. Where's this bloody chocolate then? Give me the sweets. That's something I've always found baffling. So like if American has like a chocolate bar, they call it like a candy bar. Whereas like in the UK we wouldn't do that, but candy is just like a general term for like sweets and like sugary stuff in the US. It's why it's weird to me that like you'd have candy as the actual sugary sweets, and then you'd have a candy bar. It's sort of a bit like we'd say sweets for candy, but we wouldn't say sweets bar for like a chocolate bar. Ooh, which is a weird thing to me. I don't know if I'm the only person who thinks that, but like, that's what I think anyway. But then again, if I was going to buy like a bar of chocolate, I wouldn't say chocolate bar. I would have just said bar of chocolate, or I would name the brand. There's like a chocolate bar in the UK that I quite like called a Yorkie. And at the moment they've got a limited edition golden Yorkie, and it's like my favourite thing. So I would just be like, oh, I got a golden Yorkie. And, yeah, golden Yorkies are good. I mean, all Yorkies are good. Some are objectively better than others. I'm not a big fan of the raisin one. Dairy milk, which is probably the most common UK sweets, are good. There we go.
Have you seen my snail? Tiny, cute, sweet, with very expressive eyelashes.
I feel like this is every pet owner ever.
And the monster probably took him. It ruined everyone's Halloween.
I don't feel like this voice fits this character.
I think the drag probably leads all the way to its lair.
I feel like this kid may have had like a weed sweet by accident or something. He just had an edible by mistake. He was like, I helped myself to my parents' secret stash. It tasted a bit like mushrooms. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't got any Danny Phantom videos planned at the minute. I'll probably do one before the year's up. I was debating doing a review of Frightmare for Halloween, which I might still do. That's probably going to be the next Danny Phantom video. And when I've got more time and energy, I want to just do a full series review. Like, I want to review and rank every single episode in one big video, rather than just doing all of the reviews. Like, every so often, I'll still review the odd episode because I really enjoy it, and I do want to get to the Phantom Planet and do a big video on that, along with Ultimate Enemy. But I think it would be fun to just, like I do series review ranks, do that. Like, at the moment, it's taken me weeks and weeks because I've just been so busy and I've lacked motivation, and I've been ill this past week. I'm doing my Flash Season 2 review and rank, and I've been doing it for the past few months. Like, I've got all the review written. I just need to I made the mistake of, when I watched the episodes, because my PC was broken, I wasn't recording the footage. I was just watching one of my DVDs. But now it means I have to rewatch the series again to get all of the footage. So at the moment, I've done the half of it. But to be fair, I've really picked up the pace these past few days. Like, I'm making it my absolute mission now for that Flash video to be out by Halloween at the absolute latest. Like, hopefully in 2 weeks' time. But the Flash Season 2 review and rank all episodes is my next big one that I'm absolutely pushing to get out now. So I've been doing it for so long. I mean, I've already got Series 3 episode reviews ready to go. But yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. I was going to do the Walking Dead Series 1 review and rank all the episodes. That was going to be my Halloween video. I was also going to do Spongebob Graveyard Shift, because that episode is absolute perfection, and I wanted to talk about it. Oh my god, they've got this guy. That's kind of my agenda at the moment. I've just been really busy. Me and my friends are going to go see Joker Folie à Deux tomorrow. So if I have time this weekend, I might get a Joker review out. Not promising anything, but if I can do it, then I will. But I'm working Saturday and Sunday. So it depends on time, really. If I can, I will, because I kind of want to discuss it. Because I'm not overly sold on the trailer so far. I don't think it looks particularly good. Like, I just think it looks very confused as to what the plot is. Like, looking at the trailer, apart from maybe, oh, it was all in his head the whole time, I don't really know what's happening. So, I'm very intrigued to see Joker 2 tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Yeah, have you seen it? Actually, no, it's not out yet. It's not till tomorrow, is it? Meadow Man, are you planning on seeing it anytime soon? I kind of had to drag my friends to it because the two friends I'm going with aren't really DC fans. Like, I'm pretty sure my one friend could not tell you the difference between DC and Marvel. Like, I'm pretty sure he will refer to it as a Marvel movie, and that probably will stress me out tomorrow. And then my other friend is just sort of like, yeah, why not? It'll be fun. So it should be quite good. I know this is going to sound like the most angry nerd thing ever, but one of my triggers is when people get Marvel and DC mixed up. Like, I sometimes think my girlfriend does it purposely to annoy me, but we'll have to wait and see. My sister does it quite a lot. She will have seen like a Marvel movie and she'll be like, oh, is this one in the same, like, is this Batman in this universe? After watching, like, I don't know, Avengers or Iron Man or something, and I'm just like, what? But yeah, that's kind of my pet peeve. Right, where is the other house? I'm going to assume it's over this way somewhere. I did not expect to be trick-or-treating. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised given the level, but I kind of feel like as we got Halloween Rock Bottom, it's kind of a shame that we didn't get, like, I don't know, like Christmas Sand Mountain or something. Then again, maybe they didn't want an association with a Christian holiday to be broader. I don't know. I still think it would have been fun. Or I mean, I don't think it's going to happen now, given this game has been out for, what, over a year now. I thought it would have been cool if they added DLC worlds. Right. What button do I have to press? No. Oh, okay. Maybe Y, actually. That's right. No, I haven't seen the new trend to hate on Dark Danny. What's that about, Man? Why are people hating on him? I mean, is it the character itself, or is people hating on the voice actor? I can't think off the top of my head who the voice actor is. I know it's someone famous. It's not Will Arnett, is it? No, Will Arnett the ghostwriter? Oh, I can't remember the button. Yeah, who's Dark Danny? Oh, I do know who Dark Danny is. Is that like Alec Baldwin? Who's Dark Danny? Oh, don't make me Google it. Who is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, I remember the button combo then. That was just my controller fucking up. That's fine, we can go again. I've actually got Halloween off this year. I've got the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st off. So me, my friends, and my girlfriend are going on a night out. And then I'm going to stream Luigi's Mansion, which I'm very excited about. I mean, isn't the whole thing meant to be that Dark Danny is like an alternate timeline and one that gets changed? Like, I can understand maybe thinking the writing's a bit weak, but hating the character for that seems a bit dumb to me. I mean, a lot of what I think the world does these days is dumb, don't get me wrong. But that seems especially dumb to me. That gives me... that's my friend Michael. That's Michael vibes.
Don't you know people have phobias?
I mean, I'm also relating to this guy a lot. I feel like I need to open the door in a panic tone wearing armbands.
You never know what'll be inside or where they'll take you. And then it's too late. And you look just...
My god, it's the living spirit of the box ghost before he dies.
Sometimes boxes have good things in them, like Krabby Patties.
Oh yeah. I guess you... Thank you.
Okay.
Balloons?
That's all the candy we need.
Alright, now I can go back. I just want to see if there's a doubloon or anything hiding around here. To be fair, I found the trick-or-treating a whole lot less tedious than the stuff I had to do in the pirate level. I'm sort of... Cosmic Shake's in a bit of a weird place for me. Like, I do need to play more of it. And I do think it's a good game, don't get me wrong. But I find it flawed. Like, the movie game and Battle for Bikini Bottom are clearly better. But I'd put this on par with maybe, like, Creature from the Krusty Krab. I need to replay Creature of the Krusty Krab. But I think it's... I don't know if I'd put it in 3rd place, I don't know if I'd put it in 4th. I don't know at the moment. Like, yeah, I need to play more, but... That's me trying to get over a hill.
Mush, Sponge, mush.
Oh, I have to keep tapping A, do I? Okay. This is unique gameplay. I'll give this game credit. Over something like Creature of the Krusty Krab in the movie game, I would argue this game is trying a lot harder. Like, clearly, there's real variety and real effort went into making this as fun as possible. And I think in terms of the diverse gameplay, I think this is one of the better SpongeBob games. I just think aspects of it hold it back. I find quite a lot of the actual structure to the missions to be a bit tedious. Because exploring is fun, but it's always like, oh, you need to blow up some more cannons. Oh, you need to collect more cactus juice. Oh, you need to collect candy. It's good. And the variety is good. The ideas are fun. It's just some of the repetitive gameplay. And I do appreciate that each world tries to introduce several mechanics to make it, you know, a more distinct and more of a fleshed experience. But, I don't know.
Usurp. Now go bother the other kids.
Yeah, I just find, oh, I don't know. If you're gonna have a complaint about something, then fair enough. But complaining about the writing fault, it's just stupid. It's stupid. Like, I get not wanting to associate with something because the character may have issues, and if you don't want to associate with the show or the movie, then I mean, you do you. Like, I'm a firm believer that it's art over the artist, but like, it's just when people have problems with nothing, or when people make a mountain out of a molehill. And I get some people are passionate about certain projects, and I never want to take someone's spirit away and be like, no, stop it, you're wrong, because I'm not that person. But like, I don't think I should be penalized by your belief system, or I don't think I should be looked down upon for something I like and something that someone else dislikes. I just think it's pay.
I thought I was Patrick.
No, I'm SpongeBob, you're Patrick.
I also think this game is sort of... I think by not having Patrick be playable, it's lacking something.
Maybe we should turn on some lights and make sure.
But then again, I think that playing as Patrick and Sandy was one of the most fun parts of Battle for Bikini Bottom.
These cables are glowing. Maybe they feel pretty.
So I've got to get up there. Stuff I can do. Let's see. Do I have to move these? I feel like I might do. Oh, is it like an ordered type deal? Okay, maybe not. Can I push this? Alright. I just think that, much like The Simpsons or Family Guy, I think SpongeBob's just lasted too long. I think it's difficult to keep a show interest. Oh my god, it's the Hashling and Slasher. Yeah, I think that when you have a show that's been on air for as long as SpongeBob, it's difficult to keep it intriguing. So I think it's just, it comes down to like a writing team. I get that the writing team's changed. You've had different showrunners. You had the Tibbet era. You've had different writers come in and try different things. It's just, it gets to a point where, like, what story can you tell that's not already been told? I also think that SpongeBob's original series, much like maybe The Simpsons to a less degree, but SpongeBob is a children's show primarily. But original SpongeBob, I would argue, had a lot more creative freedom than modern SpongeBob would have. I think that jokes, storytelling, and stuff was a lot looser in the late 90s and the early noughties in terms of what would be deemed appropriate for a children's show compared to modern day. Like, original SpongeBob, you could have, like, explosions, and you could... I mean, you'll probably get away with blood being on screen. Like, the original Halloween special had SpongeBob's brain being shown, which I know did cause controversy and there were complaints. But what I mean is, like, they could get away with that a lot more than they could now. So I think the fact that children's shows like SpongeBob has been dumbed down has affected the overall quality. So without it, I think it's a lot harder to write creative plots with interesting characters. So I think from the writer's point of view, it's probably easier to just write some absolute crap than try to do something creative. I think when you're being paid to shovel out, I don't know, like, how many episodes a year, like, I don't know, they do, I don't know, 40 segments in a season, so 20 episodes, or 11 minutes, whatever you want to call it. It's hard to keep things interesting. So I think that for the most part, especially during series 7, 8, guess 9, 5 and 6, whatever, it was easier for them to just think, this is just another dumb kids show. Let's just throw whatever we can out and hope for the best, compared to when they actually put effort into it. So that's a very elongated version, but I think that's what happened. I think it became too challenging to write clever plots without something being restricted, whether that be dialogue, whether that be imagery, whether that be characterization. So I think in order to hit a quota without things having to go through the process of, oh, is this accepted? It's easier for them to just be like, yeah, we've got SpongeBob making babbling sounds. That's what the kids want. Problem is, both SpongeBob and The Simpsons are slice of life shows. It's hard to keep it going for as long as they have. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know The Simpsons has shaked up the status quo every now and again, which is good, but I just, yeah. At this point, what story's not already been told? Like, so yeah, I think the whole episodic thing doesn't help. But that shouldn't... I mean, if there was more serialized elements, then I think it could be fine. Like, look at Gravity Falls. That's serialized, and it is really good. Why am I not... Why is that hitbox not affecting this one? I don't want to hit that one. I want to hit the lower one. Okay, well, that worked then. So... yeah, I also think that the original run of SpongeBob, series 1 to 3, and the movie, and the first 8 seasons of The Simpsons are held in such high regard by their hardcore fans that nothing is going to be able to hit those heights. It just can't be done anymore. They have such nostalgia and they have such a love for it, and it was like part of your childhood, your teenhood, whatever, that even if SpongeBob or The Simpsons wrote the best episode in 20 years, it's not going to hold a candle to the original run. Even the worst episodes of the original run. And that's part of the problem, I think. Like, don't get me wrong, I would still take the original run of episodes over a lot of the new stuff. But I can appreciate some of the better episodes from like the more modern era. Like, I think It's a SpongeBob Christmas is really good. What else have I seen recently that's good? The SpongeBob Birthday Blowout's pretty good. How do I get up to that last bit of light then? Oh, there's a hook over there. Okay. I haven't honestly watched too much of the later stuff. They're releasing the next 100 episodes box set in a few months' time, and I fully intend on buying it, and I will binge the episodes and try to find some good episodes. So I know there are some. I've seen people talk about it in high regard, and I haven't seen it because I try not to support leaks as much as possible. But apparently the Plankton movie is really good. So that's something, I suppose. It's not just SpongeBob, that it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen Doctor Who, but like, people in the UK would hold David Tennant's era, the first 4 series, along with Christopher Eccleston, as the best the show's ever going to do. And they've been trying so hard these past couple of years to make it that popular again. Like, they've even brought David Tennant back, and it's just not working. So it's a bit like that. I don't think they're ever going to hit the heights that they did before. But back then, there was, like, merchandise, it was TV adverts, it was just Doctor Who in the UK, it was just everywhere for a couple of years. And then Matt Smith's era became big in the States, but it did eventually die down. I think it's like anything that just lasts too long. It's like... I've never been the biggest MCU fan or the biggest Star Wars fan, but they're both so dead now. Like, I don't know why they're continuing to try with Star Wars and Marvel. Like, I'm not gonna shit on you if you're a fan of either of them, but I just think it's oversaturated now. Apart from Spider-Man and Deadpool and Wolverine, I have not seen like an MCU movie since Endgame. And outside of the movies, I've not seen any Star Wars stuff. Like, I don't watch the TV shows. I tried The Mandalorian, and I couldn't get into it. Like, I can appreciate why people would like it, but I
But if there's a
don't
chance Gary
care.
is with this monster, oh, poor Gary.
So I will happily watch all the Star Wars movies, like even the more rubbish modern ones I'd still watch. Yeah, right, okay. This is probably going to take me a sad amount of time, but we'll see. Oh, no, 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 no. I think I see now. I think. Okay. Okay, I'll give it credit. This is a very fun puzzle. I'm almost there, right? It's just gotta go. This has gotta go. Is that it? Is that it? No. No, I had it right before, I think. Oh, is that one right then? Is that right now? Okay, well, I basically had it right, just the other way around. Okay. Fair play, that was a fun puzzle. Okay. Alright, let's carry on. Just gonna reply to a text, just 1 second. Almost done. Okay, let's carry on. What is top 3 Nick to you? By top 3 Nick, do you mean what would be my top 3 Nick shows? Is that what you mean, Man? Because it's top 3 Nick shows. It's probably SpongeBob, Daniel Phantom, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Are probably the top 3, I think.
Oh, look at these gallons of slime, Patrick. Gary must be terrified, poor thing.
Maybe it's not all Gary's slime. Maybe the monster caught a whole bunch of snails.
More sweet baby.
No, not always.
Oh, say it isn't.
Yeah, if it's top 3 Nick shows, they're probably my 3. What would your 3 be? I hadn't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender until about a year ago, but I'd heard really good things, and my co-workers were like, "Oh, you need to watch it," and I'm glad I did because it was actually really good. Right, so I'm trying to think. I think this is World 4, which makes me think there's only 1 left. Is there 5 or 6 worlds in the game? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, that's fair. I've honestly never really watched Hey Arnold. I think I've seen the Hey Arnold movie and I've seen the odd episode, but I've not seen it all the way through. I remember watching a review. I want to say it was... Oh, balls, what's he called? Is it Jordan Fringe? Who talked about a Christmas episode of Hey Arnold. And that was apparently really good, where like Arnold gets like a Secret Santa of someone and gets their child to like come back, or gets their parent to like come back or something. It's like the gift is the person who they didn't think they were going to see again. Right, so how am I supposed to get across to there then? Not like that, apparently. Okay. Also, when I think about, like, Nickelodeon shows I haven't seen, like, I'm starting to think that if I've not already watched it, I'm probably too old to watch it. It's one of those where, like, I think there's a lot when I watched Danny Phantom, and as much as I appreciate a lot of the writing, I do think that, like, if I hadn't watched it as a teenager, I probably wouldn't want to watch it now. Okay, well, that's my own fault for not paying attention. It's why I don't think I could get into Hey Arnold now. It's like I've seen good reviews for As Told by Ginger, which is another... oh, I can't think of what they're called. The same person who does, like, Rugrats and Rocket Power and stuff. It's... Oh, what are they called? Anyway, those did that too. And it was an episode where, like, Ginger writes a poem, and everyone's really concerned because the poem suggests that she's, like, clinically depressed. And I think that when shows like that on a platform like Nickelodeon actually do plots like that, I think it's really good, especially for, like, a younger audience. Just the awareness of, like, oh, it's okay to feel things like this. People do feel things. It's good. Class. Yeah, there we go. That was it. Well, I'm a bit stumped. I don't know how to get up there. I used to love All Grown Up. I unironically watched All Grown Up about, I want to say about a year ago at this point. Maybe a bit more. Maybe a year and a half ago. I went on, like, Kiss Cartoon or whatever it's called. Kim Cartoon. One of them. And I watched it all. And there are some absolute bangers in that show. Like, it's such an underrated show, I think. Like, I'm not really a Rugrats fan. I don't really like baby stuff, though, and I think that's way too juvenile. Which, given the context of the show, is a very fair description, I think. But that, I was having such a good time with it. Right, so I think I have to do something up here. I'm just not sure what. What am I... Follow the slime trail. Am I just meant to follow the slime trail again? Okay. Where is the slime trail even going then? Okay. Slime trail's here. But this is the only slime trail, I swear. Unless I'm going back on myself. Am I just meant to be going back on myself? Oh, wait, hold on, maybe not. Oh, okay. This makes more sense now. I think. Yeah, this makes sense.
Leads to that big bouncy thing over there.
Then we should clearly bounce on it. You know, to follow the trail.
Wait, what do you put? I just got a notification for a Joker 2 review already, and it's not looking good. Yeah, I have heard. I've been trying my best to avoid spoilers. Thing is, so I never wanted there to be a Joker 2. I did a video 2 years ago where I was quite vocal about why I didn't want there to be a Joker 2, how I thought it was going to be bad. But now that Joker 2 exists and is out there, I really, really, really wanted it to be good, just so that it doesn't tarnish the first one in my eyes. But it seems unlikely that's going to happen now. Unfortunately, I think it's just going to be a stain on the first Joker movie. Which is unfortunate because I love the first Joker movie. Joker is one of my favourite movies of all time. And I Like, I was skeptical when they cast Lady Gaga. No offense, she's a nice musician and a fair actress. I didn't really see it, her and Haquan. And then they said it was going to be a musical. I'm not against musicals, but that feels like such a tonal shift from the first movie that I just didn't, I don't know. Basically, nothing I was seeing was making me think, okay, this has potential, this is going to be good. Everything I read about, maybe, like, anxious isn't the right word. I was, like, more convinced that it was going to be a bad movie. And I still think now it's going to be a bad movie. Like I said, looking at the trailer, there's no clear direction. And if the whole plot is the whole thing has been inside his head, if it's just it's in his head, I'm not going to be happy, because that's the equivalent of haha, it was all a dream, none of it mattered, and that is just going to irritate me to no end.
I can see my house from here.
So if that's what happens, then I don't know. I mean, assuming the Patrick Star game comes in the post tomorrow, which it should. I'm planning on doing a cheeky little 90-minute stream of the Patrick Star game tomorrow. Which not tomorrow, Saturday. I thought it was Friday for some reason. Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to play the Patrick Star game. And I can tell you all about Joker. But I won't spoil it. It'll be more like whether I'm happy or not happy with the movie, and I'll let you interpret that as you will. Oh my god, it's buses that are falling on here. That's quite funny. But I'm not filled with high hopes at the moment. I think the best I'm hoping for at the moment is that it's tolerable. But even then, that feels like a bit of a stretch at the moment. There's one bit I liked from the trailer. The one part of the trailer which I would probably call the best shot of the whole franchise is when Lady Gaga sees the Joker behind glass. She gets out her lipstick and she draws like a red smile, and then Haquan moves his face to like make him smile through the glass. That's a beautiful shot. Yes, I have. And I liked it a lot. I thought it was really funny. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine was really fun. The jokes in it were really funny. Ryan and Hugh have amazing chemistry together. It was just a non-stop good time. I was laughing all the way through. It put me in such a good mood. That's fair. So, would you rate this movie lower than the other movies? Like, compared to the other Deadpools, would you say this is the weakest one of the three? I don't know. I don't know if I call it the weakest. I would need to rewatch it, I think. Part of the issue is I've seen the first two so many times, probably about 10 times each, that I can't remember a great deal of the third compared to the other two, so it's hard right now for me to be like, oh, this one was so much worse because...
It's only moderately horrifying up close.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with... I can't remember how to stop these guys. I have it above 2 but below 1. Okay. Alright, that's fair. That's kind of interesting because 2, I think 2 might be my favourite. Yeah, 2's probably my favourite. Alright, I can't remember how I stopped these.
No more chafing.
Oh, okay, so I just get behind it and then scare it. Okay. Oh, that's easy. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's fair. I just love, like, the jokes in the prison. I love, like, Deadpool being like, I'm Batman. I love the whole Peter scene, just every scene with Peter. I think Peter is ruined in the third one. I think Peter is much funnier in the second one. I quite like Domino as well. Oh, I loved it. It's so funny.
Here he is, the monster snail.
Huh? They grow up so fast, don't they?
These massive amounts of candy bars must have given him a sugar rush. We can't take him back home like this. We have to cut off his candy supply first.
Already on it, buddy.
Okay. So Gary, too much flash. Gary has Mr. Freeze powers as well. So, right. Can I get up here? What, do I just sneak up and steal his candy then? I don't really... what am I meant to do? Okay. I was like, did I just die then? Right. No. Something I'm probably going to do after I finish these live streams, I'm going to replay the bosses, if there's a way of replaying the bosses. I may even just replay the levels casually just to do the bosses. And I think I'm going to rank all of the boss fights. Because I think that would be quite fun. And I've done it for Rehydrated. Right, yeah, I totally agree. Peter is better in 2. I remember 2 having a lot of great scenes, but felt like it dragged a bit. Yeah, no, that's fair. I can agree with that. At times, I did feel like 2 was a bit confused about what the story wanted to be. Like, is the Australian kid the villain? Is, like... Is, what's he called? The caretaker, the principal, whatever. Is he the villain? Is Cable the villain? Is Juggernaut the villain? I reckon you should rewatch all 3. Maybe you could rank them on the channel, or maybe you could rank them on your channel. I don't know if I know you do a lot of anime stuff, but I reckon it could be cool if you wanted to rank the Deadpool movies. I'd watch it. So maybe that's something you can do. But I mean only if ranking is sort of your jam. I love all these evil looking snails. They're the ones from Gary Come Home who's like, that guy doesn't like nachos. Right, can I hide behind the snail pillar? This is probably going to be the weirdest comparison, but I played the Madagascar game a lot. as a child because, you know, why not? I say it like I wouldn't do it now. I would totally play it now. And there's an annoying stealth mission where you have to be Marty and hide from, and hide from people working at the zoo. And I'm getting vibes of that right now. Or the annoying bits in Spider-Man where you have to be Mary Jane and do stealth stuff. Stealth is arguably my least favorite kind of gameplay. I wouldn't say I'm like the person who rushes through the game to the extent they don't enjoy it, but I don't like having to like be slowed down. Maybe it's undiagnosed ADHD, I don't know, but could be a lot of things. Like, I'm probably gonna die from the amount that I'm getting frozen at the moment, but... This boss isn't as fun as I thought it was going to be, but again, it's probably the reliance on stealth that's killing it a bit for me. Right, if I can just get to those pants. Cool, okay, that's the next phase, I'm guessing. Like, in concept, this is cool, but I'm just not overly sold on the stealth sections. Which is, I realise, is pretty much this whole boss fight. And I'm gonna die in a second. Go away. Go away. What I put? I'm currently working on a ranking video about all the Ben 10 story arc. Oh, that's gonna be cool. When you say Ben 10 story arc, do you mean is it the 20? I want to say 2015 reboot? Or is it older ones? Because to be honest with you, I've seen Ben 10 up until Ultimate Alien. I haven't seen the really modern one. But I've been thinking about reviewing the original series. I might do a review and rank the first series episodes. And if that does quite well, I'll do more. And I may even do Alien Force, because I think on the whole, Alien Force has objectively got the better storytelling. I think... In terms of the general episodes and the filler, I think Ben 10, as in the original Ben 10, did it best. But in terms of larger-than-life storytelling and interesting character development, I think that Alien Force is the best series. And if I could only watch one again, it would probably be Alien Force, I think. But for a while, Alien Force was my comfort show. I love how Patrick tried to be helpful, but then just didn't drop the pants anywhere near me. Oh, so close. The original continuity, there are 13 story arcs. Okay, what are some of them? So, there's the whole Vilgax storyline in the first series. So it's Vilgax trying to claim the Omnitrix. I guess you could argue there's Kevin Levin becoming the fusion thing. The Grandpa Max and the Forever Knights, maybe? Gwen and Magic, or Gwen and Charmcaster, and Hex. Are there other ones that I'm missing? And is it stuff to do with the Null Void, maybe? Or like Azimuth? God, I'm remembering a lot more than I thought I did. My cool Ben 10 knowledge, because I'm a super cool dude like Papyrus from Undertale. There it is, the candy machine. I don't feel like that was a very deserved boss fight, given that I died several times. But, like, I don't think I could have done that without taking damage. But your pet's really angry at you for no reason.
Gary's gonna bring that whole museum down.
Just gonna get a bit of water.
Before we're all buried in the rubble. But Gary is still giant.
Don't worry. I'm sure he'll go back to normal once we get him home.
I sure hope you're right, Patrick.
I've never been wrong about anything yet.
I feel that too. Cool. I'm just gonna have a quick look-see at how many worlds are in this game. Because I might finish it. Spongebob. Cosmic Shake World. Oh, I think I've still got quite a few worlds to go, actually. Let's have a look.
For once in my life, I think I might have been wrong.
Okay, there's 7 worlds, and that's 4. So I might do one more, actually. See how I go. Yeah, I think I'll do one more. Cool. Nice. Right, go to Patrick's house. So the original series has 3. Vilgax Search for the Omnitrix. Yeah, the Ghost Escape and Forever King. Alien Force 1. Yeah, the Hybrid Arc. Okay, right, Patrick's house. Patrick's house.
Ooh, someone left melted cheese all over the ground.
Patrick, I think that's hot lava.
Well, I
Just
love
one
me some
second.
cheese.
Yeah, so I probably will do one more world, I think. I was going to work on a video after the stream, but I could always do it later on tonight or tomorrow morning. I do have time, to be fair.
Sometimes I
And
feel like
my
so much
streams have
control.
been shorter lately, so
Lucky.
I guess I could do one more. Ultimate Alien has 3, Agriculture and Dragon Ball. Okay, that's fair. There's more than I thought. So what, out of curiosity, Man, what's your favourite alien and what's your favourite arc? Oh, that's beautiful.
I know it's a very challenging situation. But could you stop yammering? I'm trying to concentrate. That was sheer luck. Speaking of which, good news! I found that squiddy neighbor of yours. Just give me more jelly, and your new cosmic costume will get you to him.
Oh god, I hope I've got enough. Okay, cool. I thought I was gonna be like in the movie game. Oh, you need the XYZ Goofy Goober tokens to continue.
Yeah, under my rock.
Alright, you know what? I'm enjoying myself. I've got some time. Let's do the next world.
We have to save Squidward.
Let's go to the prehistoric world.
Squidward owes me a nap when
I think it's prehistoric kelp fields, isn't it?
Ah, I look like I'm from the Stone Age.
Yeah, like some idiot who lives under a rock.
Right, where's the new portal? This way, okay. I remember seeing from reviews that you get to roll on like a rock in the lava. My favorite alien is Accelerate in the original series, though. My favorite is Arky, the Hybrid Arc, or Roosters. Okay, I'd probably say the Hybrid Arc. That's a good arc. And I think Heat Blast or Spider Monkey, maybe.
Two favorite people in the world.
Which are probably maybe basic choices, but I like them. For those who are watching, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, then could you please hit that like button? And if you want to stay up to date, subscribe too. It's free. And if you change your mind down the line, you can always unsubscribe later on. I appreciate all of the support that the channel's getting and the streams on the whole so far.
Petgar, Manaka.
Spongebob.
I'm already enjoying this. I love this world. Let's just dumb them down. It's like I'm watching Series 7 right now. This was just like a crude drawing of boobs. It's like, ho ho. Wow, have you never met anyone like Spider Monkey? Yeah, as a kid he was my favourite. Although I thought Ultimate Spider Monkey looked a bit stupid. He looked better when he was like a spindly monkey instead of just like a colossal gorilla. But then again, I've never been a fan of the Ultimate Alien forms. To me, the whole Ultimate Alien forms felt like they were taking things a bit too far. I think it worked better when you just had the new alien forms. To me, Ultimate Alien felt like they were just trying to compete with stuff like UK Watch, or like Mega Evolution in Pokemon. Although Ultimate Forms in Ben 10 may have came out before Mega Evolution in Pokemon did. But that sort of thing, I don't know. I found it a bit too much, or just a bit dumb. Like, I'm not, no offense if, I don't want to upset anyone, but I just found it a bit stupid. I don't know. Yeah, I think the designs are fine. I think it's just the concept of them that I think is a bit stupid. Because I get the whole thing is that it's meant to be like, originally it's the DNA of each alien is in there. But I don't really understand. Is it meant to be like, you get the strongest possible, like if a lion was at absolute peak, like, genetic form, that's what the ultimate alien's meant to be, as strong as they could be. I mean, I'd have to rewatch it to really get it, but I don't know. I love how the mechanic of this world is just a better slam than you've already got. But fair play, by this point, I'm guessing it must have been quite difficult for them to come up with new gameplay concepts or new gameplay mechanics. So I don't really blame them, I just think it's a bit funny. I didn't know you were such a Ben 10 though, fan though, Mano Man. For a while I was a huge Ben 10 fan, it was my favourite show. I still think it's a good Cartoon Network show, but I'd probably put something like... Oh, I can't even believe I'm saying this out loud. Something like Steven Universe over it. But if I rewatch it, I'll probably change again. There we go, now that I'm remembering the controls, it's a lot easier. Right, basically how the ultimate works is the Ultimatrix takes DNA and shows what they would evolve into if the alien was forced to battle for 100,000 years. Okay, that makes more sense. That I'm more okay with. Like, that I can accept more. I'm still not 100% sold on the concept, but that at least gives a lot more context and makes it a lot more, I don't know if acceptable is the right word. I can compartmentalize it in my head a lot more. I'm not even sure if the golden spatulas add anything other than just being a fun Easter egg from the original game. But we'll see. Yeah, as a kid, when I was like, funnily enough, when I was like 10, it was my favourite show. In my bedroom at my mum's house, it was like Ben 10 bedding, Ben 10 on the walls. I went to a toy store in London, and it was me and a huge statue of Ben 10. There's the sea bears, that's fun. You know what, I might play Ben 10 Return of Earth on the Wii at some point. That could be a fun thing to live stream. I used to play that game to death on the PS2. I don't have a PS2 anymore. Otherwise, I probably would have just got it on PS2 and done it that way. Probably would have been easier than the Wii. I'm not the biggest... Like, I like the Wii. I like games like Galaxy 2 and stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of the Wii Remote as like a controller. I'd much rather just have a standard controller like the Switch Pro controller or the PS5 controller. I just think Ultimates weren't really used all that well and felt like halfway through they got tired of the concept. But yeah. Wasn't it in like Ultimate Alien by the end of the first season, Ben had only done like 5 Ultimate forms or something? I swear it was like a ridiculously low number. So remember Swampfire being like having this huge like circular ball thing? Humungosaur was like, was it like grey or black and had like metal or something on it? And I don't really remember the rest. They're the only ones I can think about off the top of my head. Oh, wasn't Echo Echo like look more like a robot or something? Oh, look, it's more DFS salesman. No, I don't want to buy your bathtub on Facebook Marketplace. Oh well. Well, he got annoyed because I didn't want to buy his bathtub and he took it out on me. Oh, come on. This seems like an unfair place to spit me back out. Oh, wait, no. Was this just the first wave? Yeah, this was the first wave. Never mind. It's fine. I honestly can't remember any of the other Ultimate forms, I don't think. There used to be a Ben 10 ride in this theme park in the UK called Alton Towers. It's like a roller coaster, and apart from like the build-up having like some images and stuff of the aliens and it having like a green and black aesthetic, I don't think it was that Ben 10ish really. It was more just the theme. Like, nothing about it seemed distinctly Ben 10 to me from what I'd seen. I'd never actually gone on it, but I saw videos and clips and stuff and images that people had posted online. It did look fun, but it just looked like a fun roller coaster rather than like, oh cool, it's a Ben 10 thing. I don't know why they got rid of it. Maybe Ben 10 just fell out of the status quo or something, I don't know. Ultimate Ben gets 8 ultimates, Echo, Swampfire, Humongousaur, Cannonball. Oh, yeah, I remember Cannonball now. Yeah, it's I remember that one. Big Chill, Spider Monkey, Wild Nut, and Way Big. Way Big got one. Okay. I do love how, like, the more sort of Alien Force went on, and Ultimate Alien, like, they started just bringing the, like, favorites back. Like, they ignored a great deal of the pre-existed aliens for that series, and then you got the likes of Diamond Head coming back, you got Cannonball, and stuff. That was fun to me.
Save Squid.
In some ways, I think this is much better representation of things like SpongeBob before comedy than like the God, what's the game called? SpongeBob True Force Square game, which is meant to be the top moments in your replay levels. I feel like this is better representation so far. Okay, this is what I've been waiting for. Based on the trailer, this and the Gary fight were things I was most looking forward to playing in the game. And I'm not going to lie, this is quite fun. Oh, can I get lavaed into the air if I go on top of that? Come on, spew me. Then Albedo Omniverse gets 4 more, making the total 12 Ultimate Wrath, Grey Matter, Arctiquana, and Gravitack. Do you know what was amazing to me? And like, when Omniverse first came out, they heavily advertised blocks. That monkey made of like Lego blocks. And then they use it like twice in the whole show, even though the whole thing is marketing. But to me, I've never seen a more obvious case of just like, please buy toys than fucking blocks in that show. It's almost as bad as Batman and Robin basically just being a huge toy commercial. That was funny. I remember seeing it and just being like, a lot. Okay, well that was fair. I don't hate blocks. I just think blocks is just such a blatant like use of product placement. They may as well have just had a black alien which had white writing on it saying please buy toys. Do you know one which I think is interesting? Does Alien X come back? Because I think that the Alien X episode from the first season of Alien Force is arguably the best episode of the whole show. Actually, that's an unfair claim to make. I haven't watched the whole show and I haven't watched it in ages. But to me, I always remember thinking that episode was like top tier. Omniverse, even my second or fifth. Okay, what is your favourite series out of them all then? Oh, I have to use the rock, don't I? Okay. How have I... Okay. Can I even jellyfish on the rock? Yeah, Alien X gets way more fleshed out on this, and my favourite is Classic. Okay. Is it just the other shows lose a bit of charm the more it goes on? Is it just oversaturated by the end, or is it just... Because it's the whole thing where there's like dual consciousness in Alien X who have to follow a certain set of protocols before they can make the decision because of just how OP Alien X is. Like, he turns back the clock, doesn't he? It makes me think of when Alien X turns back the clock in that episode. It makes me think of the best episode of The Flash season 1 where the Flash has to go back in time and it leads on to the whole thing with Heatwave and Captain Cold. Where, isn't it like Iris finds out? It's like an alternate timeline and they kiss and stuff, and then like time resets itself back. For me, Classic has the best art style, best voice direction. Yeah, it is good. But isn't it the art style, it's the same company that does like Batman the Animated Series and stuff. And that's not me diminishing the art style, because I think the art style is really good. But isn't it like, that's what it is? Because when I look at Ben 10, I think of like Batman stuff. Oh, cool. That's a fun in-universe way of doing things. There we go, on the Scotland wall. There we go. I guess that's waking up that weird whale thing. Right, rescue Squidward. Where's my sentient rock? There it is. Oh, I gotta destroy this thing again, haven't I? Actually, maybe I don't. No, I don't think I do. Cool. Let's move on then. I've already done it once, so I don't really care. So, Man, do you think they'll bring Ben 10 back? Or do you think it's done now? So I saw an article thing come up earlier on where, like, is it being taken off Prime in the US or something? Like, do you think they're going to do anything else with it? Or do you think the brand is just dead now? I honestly don't know. I feel like it's the kind of thing that I could see Amazon, well, not Prime now, it's been taken off, but something that I could see like one of the companies, streaming companies, picking up and doing like a 10 episode run or something. Or much like Danny Phantom, I could see it getting the classic treatment. Oh, nice. I swear the hitboxes are off in this game quite a lot. Like just then, I swear I hit those pants. Oh, okay. Me Cosmic Shakes from Uber King. Oh, nice. Have you got around to playing it yet? LTO Shinx one. Sorry, at the second it's hard for me to read the chat, so just give me a minute. Once I'm off this slide, I will respond. Okay. It's not the same studio. The studio is called Man of Action Game, currently the new comic series made by the same company. Then. Oh, okay. That makes sense. A game that I really want to play, which I'm probably going to have to emulate because I cannot seem to get a GameCube copy to save my life, is Nickelodeon Attack for Volcano Island. And I don't have a PS2 anymore. And I'm not sure if I want to get one again. Because it just... I've already got enough games. And I don't want to have to just... Because most of the games I can get on GameCube anyway, it's just a handful that I can't. So I'm just a bit like... Is it worth it? So it is something that I have been debating a little bit, maybe. But I sold my PS2 like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and I regret it now. I do really regret it now. It was just taking up space. Like if my PS3 was backwards compatible, then we wouldn't be having this problem whatsoever. I would just play that. But it's not. And even then, that PS3, it got gifted to me by my friend. He was like, oh, I don't want it anymore. Would you like it? And I was like, yeah, okay. So thank you, Gooch. He also gave me a printer, but I fell on it and it broke. Which probably sounds like a joke, but I did legit slip and it no longer exists. So. I'm fine, though. Again, this is about 2 years ago. The callbacks in this game are good. But I do think we need some from the later series. Like, to be fair, there is stuff like Spots in here and Sandy's Karate Island outfits. Like, I know that's not modern, but it's not the first 3 seasons, which this game seems to be pandering most towards. And this slide is quite tricky. Also, for this game, I will say that, like, I don't feel like there's been a complete shift in, like, difficulty. Like, in Battle for Bikini Bottom, by the time you reach, like, the Murmur and Rock Bottom, there's clearly a, like, shift in difficulty. And then when you get to Kelp Forest, it's like, oh god, help me. Like, that fucking vine slide. But the whole thing seems to be quite consistent. Like, it's not easy, but it's not hard either. It's just very mid-tier difficulty. Which is sort of what I would expect. Alright, cool. Also recently, head writer for Alien Forces Window finally released behind the scenes, revealed much about the production you have. Like how it's going to be more like Stranger Things, and CN told them to tone it down. I wish it was more like Stranger Things. See, that's like I was saying earlier on about kids shows just being dumb now. Like, I don't feel like children's shows need to be as censored as networks seem to think. Like, Avatar The Last Airbender doesn't need to be. Like, fucking... Oh, Gravity Falls wasn't. So, why do they seem to think that that it has to be? The The best shows are shows that accept that their audience isn't dumb. Like, if you're going into a kids' TV show, like, say you're writing a kids' TV show. If you're going in with the ideology that, oh, it's just for dumb kids, then it's not going to be perceived well. Whereas if you go in with the idea that, oh, okay, it's a kid show, but there's still tons of great things we can do with it, then it's fine. Like, I think that's the difference between children as a genre and family as a genre. It's why I think Disney is basically the don of it at this point. And probably will be for many years to come still. It's like one of my friends from school. She used to say that, like, she hated cartoons because it was like, it's a kids thing. And I'm there like, right, cartoons are for kids. Okay, let's pretend that pretense is real. I'm like, right, so Rick and Morty's for children. Family Guy's for children. South Park's for children. Archer's for children. BoJack Horseman is for children. Like, it was just such a dumb fucking comment. And it still, like, sticks with me now. Adventure Time and Regular Show are also good. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, Regular Show is probably the best example that I've seen of it. Like, even things like, I'd argue Steven Universe is too dumbed down. Like, I love Steven Universe, but I would argue aspects of that are too, like, juvenile for its own good. Like, yeah, Steven is a child at his heart, at his core. And he is a good person, but, like, that's not a restriction, necessarily. Like, the Patrick Star Show basically rips into Steven Universe at one point. And it's so funny. There's a bit where Patrick's eyes, like, gain stars, and he's, like, basically replicates the Steven Universe art style. And he's like, oh, I'm looking for friends! And, like, it's so clearly just a riff on Steven Universe. But it's so funny. Oh, it doesn't deserve to, oh. And what makes it even funnier is, like, I'm a Steven Universe fan. But it really, really fucked the Steven Universe fans off. Which just made, oh, it was sheer perfection. Like, it wasn't necessary, it was just like... And the fact that it came from the Patrick Star Show of all things makes it better. Like, I feel like early Spongebob for sure could make that joke. But I don't really, as good as I think the Patrick Star Show is getting now, like, genuinely, I really think it's finding its stride. It's nowhere near in a strong enough place to be mocking Steven Universe. Yeah, it does it anyway. That's what makes it funny to me. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think it's... I'd say it's quite niche. It's very niche. I prefer the actual concepts and what they're sort of doing with the genre opposed to the characters. I find a lot of the characters to be quite cringy. I think that's where Steven Universe falls most, is in its characterization. So I don't blame you in the least for that, Meadow Man. Like, I've seen all of Steven Universe, and I've got it on DVD, but I don't know how many times I would go back and rewatch it now. Like, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it, and it is fun. But it's one of those where, like, I think I've seen it enough now. Or it would have to be a very long gap. Like, maybe 3 or 4 years' time, I would just watch the whole thing again. But then after that, I wouldn't go back for, like, I don't know, a while. Unless I'm reviewing it on the channel, which I'm still got a few episodes I want to talk about. Like, I want to talk about Mirror Gem for sure soon. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's that. What I'm surprised at is the Rebecca Sugar, the creator of Steven Universe, is in a relationship with the creator of OKKO. I get that it's not created by the same person, but they have such different tones and vibes. I could not get into OKKO. I tried like twice, and I just... Nah, it wasn't for me, mate. But that's fine. I don't think I'm the demographic anyway, really. And I can live with that. There's so much other TV that I want to watch anyway. I rewatched The Flash season 8 last week. Whilst I was feeling really ill, I thought it would be fun. I've only seen the series through once, and I know I will review it eventually on the channel. But I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's Eric Wallace's best series, to be honest with you. The only episode of OKKO I've seen is the Sonic special. I didn't even know there was a Sonic special. I can't imagine a crossover between OKKO and Sonic. Oh, hello Sonic the Hedgehog. What is this? A crossover episode? Fucking hell. That's really funny. That's like I could see Steven Universe crossing over with it because, as I said, the creators are in a relationship, and I know we got the Uncle Grandpa Steven Universe crossover, which, apart from one joke, I don't think is a very good episode. Whoops! I was grabbing some water. Okay, I didn't realize I'd be going straight into a slide. Oh, this might be the Squidward boss at the end of this one. I remember seeing an image the other day where there's like a big gooey Squidward boy. A bit like the robot Squidward boss from the original game, which got cut. No. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I expected something like that to happen. I'm not too hard done by that. Come on, just let me have that health. As I said, a lot of this game isn't hard, but these sections aren't easy either. No. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Hey, my friend Michael's online. Okay, that makes sense, but I think it's quite weird to have Sonic come on just for the rest of the characters to be praising him for the whole episode. It also opens up a weird can of worms where it's like, right, okay, Sonic's canon in this universe. What else is canon in this universe? Oh, I'm gonna die again, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I did it. Checkpoint, please. Yeah, okay. That was, nerve-wracking. Just gonna reply to a text a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll take the pants. Hopefully that triggered before the cutscene did, so I get the pants. Oh, okay. Right, that's the end piece then. So... Oh, can I not move this? And for now, I'm just going to shift this in there, because that's the other end piece. This I'm going to put in the middle for now, just so I can get that end piece to the other side. No. What's your favourite Sonic game? Mine's probably Heroes, but I'm not the biggest Sonic fan. Like, I do enjoy it, but Sonic's not the make or break all of games in my eyes. Like, I'm gonna play Heroes on the channel because I really like Heroes. Right, so now it's just figuring out where the rest of this goes. So I'm guessing this goes. Unleashed is fun. I've played a bit of Unleashed. I've never played it all the way through, but it is a fun game. Yeah, to be fair, that puzzle wasn't too bad. My friend is struggling to actually book the tickets for Joker. I think the website's playing up, so it might be a matter if we turn up and just see if we can get tickets tomorrow.
Not Coral Spongebob.
Oh, maybe the Squidward boss isn't this level? Right, well, I want to get some health to begin with. That's going to be step 1, I think. Thanks, Patrick. Do you want to drop it? Drop. Wait, can I not walk up there then? No. Flip. Okay. Okay, well, that was my fault. What am I supposed to do then? Oh, okay. Okay, that's a lot more straightforward than I anticipated. That's actually a little bit annoying. This, I think, feels like the most traditional boss fight so far, I want to say. Okay. Yeah, this isn't that bad. I'm the biggest nerd ever. Anything nerdy. I'm not a pro wrestler fan. A load of my friends are, so it's cool that you are. It's just not my jam. I don't mind some of the games. I think a lot of like the WWE games are fun, especially when you can create your own fighter. Because me and my friend just create the dumbest characters that we can and then make them fight each other. We used to do a similar thing with Sims, where we would just create the dumbest Sims, lock them in a room, and see how long they lasted. Oh god, no, I need some health. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Am I having to restart the whole fight? No, I'm not. Good. Because I didn't think I'd be up for it. Okay. Okay, I can see the pattern now. Just go in the in between. Right. Just gotta get to the... Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a matter of just not dying until you get to that point. Oh. And then it resets itself. Okay, cool. I used to love Sims games. Yeah, pro wrestling is a bit niche. No, I haven't. But that sounds like fun. I will definitely check that out. Is that a YouTuber who's giving conspiracy theories? Because if it is, I will definitely look at it later on. Cough. Cough. I think this boss is a bit tedious now. Alright, well at least it's only... Is it 3 or 4? I hope it's 3. Whoops. The music's quite fun though in this boss fight. I just think it's weird that this cave woman version of Pearls just kidnapped Squidward for some reason. I wonder if Squidward's enjoying it secretly. Damn it! I pressed the wrong button. Yes, he's a YouTuber. Just dropped full fire video out there. Okay, I will check it out for sure. That definitely sounds like something I would enjoy. God, fucking accidentally. Oh. Die. Okay. I'm starting to get a bit irritated now. Yeah, I'm assuming this is the last boss of the level. I guess this was more of a platformer than a collectathon, this sort of level. Once I'm done, though, I'm going to finish up this game for today, I think. Because I've almost been streaming 2 hours, I've got some other bits to do, I need to have dinner. And to be honest, I'm quite tired. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. Yeah, Squidward is definitely enjoying this. Isn't it that episode, which is like really wholesome, where like you find out Squidward was Pearl's babysitter and the two have like a really deep bond? Yeah, this is the opposite of that. This is what you call Dirty Squidward. Probably a banned SpongeBob episode. Imagine they released a SpongeBob episode just titled Dirty Squidward and gave you no, like, episode description. What episode do you want to watch today? Oh, I want to watch Dirty Squidward. Oh, so there's ones that stick to you that are annoying. Oh, I want to finish this boss and watch some Dirty Squidward. Right, fucking die. Fucking die, die. Die, die. Die. I don't, is there a way you can upgrade your health in this? I've never seen Dexter's Lab, so I'll take your word for it, buddy. This version of Pearl has given me the type of intelligent person who thinks they're intelligent but equally cannot spell the name. Me smart. Me spell name right on third attempt. Alright, I'm almost there. I've just got to survive the next round. I want to be near that health. Oh! Fuck off. Oh, this is actually burning my brain. Like, I don't want a game to be easy, but I don't want it to be like this. I've heard that the final boss of this game is notoriously easy. No, not at the moment, Man. I don't have a Discord. I want to set one up for the channel. It is very much on my to-do list. But I'm a bit dumb when it comes to things like Discord. It's the one sort of... that and like Tumblr and stuff. I don't really know how they work. So I want to have a better understanding before I set it up. But yes, I would like my channel to have a Discord. So that is very much on the agenda for the future. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, nice one. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll let you know when I set it up. I don't know when that'll be yet, though. Hopefully by Christmas. I really want to have a schedule. Like, my videos come out on Friday, and then special videos I'm probably going to do on Tuesdays. I think. Unless it's like a breaking news type deal, and I just want to get it out as quickly as possible. But I don't have a consistent work life. So videos on Friday is fine. But I couldn't sit here and be like, right, Thursday, 8 till 10, that's going to be my stream every week. Because I'm not in a position to be able to do that. I guess if I have a Discord, it means I can give you guys more of an idea. I can be like, oh, okay, I'm going to live stream in half an hour. I'm going to go live on Wednesday, you know. But I'm really not in a position to be able to do it on a consistent enough basis. I mean, I can do it a few times a week, like I have been doing. I want to do it twice a week. I think if I can get to a point in my life where I can live stream comfortably twice a week, then that would be goals. But at the moment, I can't have a set day. I want to have a set day, but it's just not doable at the moment with my line of work. And I'm not earning enough money otherwise on projects and YouTube and stuff to drop my job. I'm hoping that once I start earning on YouTube and I earn quite well, that I could maybe drop down to part-time. I could maybe do 3 days a week and then have a bit more consistency in my YouTube channel. That's sort of like, if I could do that in the next 2 years, that would be very good. I'm not imagining that it will be because I haven't even got 2,000 subscribers yet. But that is very much my goal. Like, if I could make what I do full-time, just full-time, that would be fucking incredible. But I don't know if I'm ever going to get into that position. But I take it each day at a time. Every time I get a new subscriber, I count my blessings, and who knows? I'm optimistic. Oh! If I can get to the final phase with 3 lives, I should be fine. It's just so easy to get hit by Sutek's dust of death. This is such an unforgiving boss fight, if you couldn't tell. Right, skipping the cutscene. Let's just get on with it. I don't know what she's saying. I swear the sand gets larger the further out it goes. I think it does. I think that might be where I'm failing a bit. Fuck off. Oh! God, I hate this so much. Oh, this is actually really irritating me now. If it was just the boss, it would be fine, but it's all these, like, extra minions that are fucking pissing me off as well. Right, I wonder if I take too long, do I miss the chance to hit it? I don't know if I do, but that's helpful. Okay. Alright, let's just start by avoiding all of this. Let's ignore the guy shooting goo at me. I really wish I phrased that better, but here we are. Okay, I'm liking this so far. There's still a lot of time for it to go wrong, but I'm enjoying this so far. Yes! There we go, got it. Okay, good, good. Yeah, Taylor Boo, let's move on. Taylor Swift is Boo. Got it. Let's carry on. Right, time for some water.
Good jokey.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that was a lot. Oh. I thought it was never gonna end. Oh. God, that was a lot. Oh, I'm so glad it's over. That's probably the hardest boss in a SpongeBob game I've done.
Squidward, I don't know if you've noticed, but I want you to hear it from me first. You're still talking like a cave squid.
Gaga.
Lady Gaga fan. I knew it.
Looks like Squidward's vocabulary is stuck between the cosmic rifts.
Madam Cassandra will help us get it back.
Alright, let's talk to Cassandra.
My favorite sponge lackey has returned. With lots of jelly, I hope.
That's what I always hope for from my lackeys. Good load of jelly, some ice cream. It's gonna be a win.
I got lost in all the cosmic chaos.
This precious jelly is not to be wasted on the minor inconveniences of a bald sea critter. This is about the big, the really big, the biggest picture! My once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for world saving the world.
I think she might be evil.
If you can't help Squidward, I gotta find someone who can. Someone who has a way with words. Someone with a vast vocabulary.
Oh, how about Gary?
That's a great idea. Gary's a well-read master of linguistic finesse, and he definitely has a book or two
Yeah,
to help Squidward.
that sounds like
Let's
Gary
check
to me.
out his library right away.
Yeah, plus he knows how to say meow.
Oh boy. Well, when you finish that, here's a new cosmic costume for your next jelly run.
Oh, okay, cool. The Jester. So it must be a medieval one next. I can't remember which level it's meant to be though.
Pets, ready to rescue another companion.
You know what? Let's get the book before I wrap up. Oh, do I have to go around the other side?
Oh boy, I always get hungry when we go to a library.
Don't you remember what happened last time, Patrick? The no food and drink sign is there for a reason.
The food on the sign is what always makes me hungry. So many words in one place.
I love how there's still just casually pumpkins around.
Let's go back to Squidward.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons is the episode, but it's like from Battle for Bikini Bottom. Each of the worlds in this game is based on one of the levels from that game. So I'm trying to figure out which one the medieval level is based on. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons is the episode. But it was like that was like Help Forest. Right, I'm not going to go on it right now, but where is the next level? Just out of curiosity so I know for the next stream. Oh, it's over there. Okay. That's easy.
I hope all our missing friends are still okay. It's up to us to bring them back.
I feel like I got most of the friends right now. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap it up there. So everyone who came to the stream today, I really appreciate it. If you're watching this at a later date and have enjoyed what you've seen so far, then could you please hit that like button and subscribe. It'll help the channel continue to grow. As I said, I'm really happy with the rate things are going and just trying to build it a bit more each day. So thank you for all the support and tuning out to watch my live streams, my videos and everything. And yeah, I guess with that, I will catch you all on the next one. So I'll see you all. Bye!